Happy holidays.
Caroling, caroling,
while the merry bells keep ringing. Happy holidays to
It won't be long before we'll all be there with snow.
Snow. Hark on the bells, sweet silver bells, all of the cheer. Happy December. These are our November favorites and our December TBR. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Look at this tote bag that I've been using to tote all of my gear everywhere. Our collab with Way She Goes Clothes. We have never made merch before, but we made merch with them because they make the highest quality, the cutest shit. They let us have total freedom. You only have until December 14th to place an order with Way She Goes to get these items, and then they'll be gone forever. Okay, Maddie's now showing the crew neck, which is giving country club, but make it book club. Also, Princess Diana coded.
Literally.
There's also the cutest socks. They say the Sisterhood Book Club.
And Fuck Off, I'm Reading.
Which are just so us, guys.
We're sounding very like cheesy and salesy right now, but the bottom line is like it was a dream come true. Dream come true to make our own merch with one of our favorite brands of all time. And they were a dream to work with. They have amazing customer service and we couldn't be more proud of these items. And they are going away. So we'll have a link below if you want them. And if you don't, it's fine. I do think we have a discount code too. If we do, it will be in the description.
We know that you're here for the TBR. So we're going to give you just a couple of the pieces that we are for sure going to be reading in December.
First off for me is Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. I am currently 969 pages in.
What?
But I still have 400 pages to go. So I will report back, but we are getting to my favorite part of all of Brandon Sanderson's books, which is the end, because he packs such a hard punch. And this is such a long-awaited and anticipated book for me. I am thrilled to finally have it in my hands, and I've had the best weekend reading it.
Our Patreon group is doing all the light we cannot see. This is so damn good. It is a Pulitzer Prize winner. We are reading the whole book the first half of the month, and then there are 4 episodes in a mini-series that we'll be watching the second half of the month.
It's, the mini-series is on Netflix, and we are just over halfway through. We're annotating this copy like we do every month, and then we give this away to one of the members of our motherfucking family. I'm in love with this. This is a World War II story told from the perspective of 2 teenagers, one French girl and one German boy, and it is blowing my mind. It is so good, and it's so fun reading it with the Patreon group because everyone's just having so many insights, and I think that we're all just like struck by how emotional it is.
Oh, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. This is only month 2 for our Patreon, and we're doing a different page to screen every single month. In January, we are anticipating doing Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, and it is going to be the first time I've read that book since I was a teenager. I'm really excited to dive into it with our family on there because all of us are willing to discuss. We do reading wrap-ups and recaps every single week. It's honestly, my favorite part of reading right now is our Patreon.
And Peter Jackson's movies, Lord of the Rings, I think are still my favorite movies of all time. So I'm very excited to watch it again while I'm reading at the same time. Apparently, I was in a war mood because I randomly picked up Ruthless Vows. This is by Rebecca Ross. It is book 2 in her Letters of Enchantment series. And I read Divine Rivals in 2023. So it's been a while, but I'm right back in it. This is kind of like, it's a fantasy story, but it's kind of like World War I adjacent. All the Light We Cannot See is World War II. And then I'm also reading Man's Search for Meaning this month. This is by Viktor E. Frankl, and this is a memoir by a man who survived the concentration camps in World War II. So apparently, this is what my soul wanted. It just wanted some like heart-wrenching story of the human spirit, resilience, overcoming in horrific wartime.
Ting, tingling too. It's Maddie's holiday season. Our Fable book club, The Sisterhood, is doing a Christmas book this month. This is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. So cute. This is by Allie Carter. It's the very first time that we have ever done a switcheroo in mid-month in our Fable Club because people were like hating, including me, and DNFing the book that I had randomly selected. So we swapped to this and I'm loving it. So if you are in the mood, please join us over on the Fable app. It's free to search the sisterhood and you can read with us any books that you want. We do a different book every month.
My best friend and I exchanged advent calendars this year for Christmas, and she knows me so well. She got me this beautiful 1,000 piece puzzle as an advent, and it's brilliant, you guys. Every single day, you open one of these cutie little boxes and you do a portion of the puzzle. Now, the puzzle pieces have the number on the back, so I can take apart the puzzle at the end of the month and put each piece back in its respective box. So I can do this every single year if I want. It comes with the beautiful source photo so that I know what I'm building. It is such a calming, festive activity, and I'm obsessed with it. I know that you can get lots of different kinds of puzzle advents, but this one's perfect for me. While we're here, I'll just say she threw in my favorite tea. I get this every winter now because I'm obsessed with it. It's called Candy Cane Craze. It's from the Tea Spot, and it's so scrumptious. It's an herbal tea, but it has little sweets in it. Like it has little candy cane peppermint pieces and I think some white chocolate in there. And when I tell you, it is everything. I just like brew myself a little cup of tea. I do my little piece of my puzzle. I listen to my audiobook and I am in nerddom heaven. Happy fucking holidays.
I love that Maddie was like, this tea is going to blow your mind. And I was like, okay, we got to chatting. I picked it up, took a sip, and I said, woo, this shit is good.
So while I'm over here puzzling and drinking tea, what are you doing to be cozy?
These coloring books by Pippi Post are so cute. They're almost like Christmas wallpaper, but it's all bookish. I got this at our local Sunbound Books. Come on now.
Adorable.
So I've been doing this while I audiobook, and I have an ongoing drink treat that Maddie hooked me onto. So this is the Christmas mug that's actually a trough that I have to use for my bone broth hot chocolate. If you are curious why there's a C on this mug, that's because my first name is Kristen with a K, and my last name is Kristen with a C.
Don't get confused.
I am Kristen squared. Kristen, they're both pronounced the same. So that's why there's a C. I know my name starts with a K, okay? Bone broth hot chocolate. Maddie's recipe. Are you ready for it? Get that pen and paper out. It is
We will also put it in the description.
half bone broth, but not the seasoned kind, not the over salted. You want low sodium and not the seasoned one. And then half whole milk. And then you do a tablespoon heaping of cacao powder, not cocoa powder, cacao powder. And then you use maple syrup to season it. And it's so delicious. It's high protein, so yummy with popcorn, guys. When you're reading, when you're puzzling, when you're coloring, I don't care what you're doing, just drink it. It's so good.
It is the most nourishing, high protein little treat, and you can't even taste the bone broth, in my opinion, if you buy the right kind. I specifically
bomb.
like Pacific bone broth.
Yes.
That protein kick, so delicious, so nutritious. Speaking of coloring, I think Kristen needs one of these bad boys. This is one of the best investments I have made in my coloring game all year. And it is a rotating Lady Susan style little acrylic storage container. And it's got like pie dividers in it. So there's 6 areas and you have a little handle and it's just as tall as your short little crayons. It is so practical.
Maddie is starting to watch TV again.
Oh, it's a new era for me.
But the only way she can do it is because she's partnering it with books.
Yes, it's because our wonderful Page to Screen Club on Patreon helps me. And I loved The Last Kingdom. I watched the first 4 episodes of season 1 because that's what correlated to book 1. And I am hooked, as you would say. And I am so excited to continue the TV show. I am also committed to starting Arcane, which I am nervous and excited about. But I am very much being peer pressured by all of my friends. They're like, if you don't watch this, what are you doing with your life? And I'm like, okay.
Is it anime?
It's animated, but I do not think it is anime. I'm not sure. I know very little about it.
Okay.
But it is on Netflix, and I have heard that it is going to change my life, so stay tuned.
I am doing a rewatch right now. I have not watched Lost since I was in high school, and we watched it as a family when I would get home from high school at the end of my day. And I wanted to just see if it held up.
Mm-hmm.
It holds up.
That's
you know who holds up?
Sawyer
Holds
is
up.
everything.
Okay, the thirst trap of my teen years holds up.
He is everything.
You know what it is, though? I loved Robinson Crusoe. I loved Castaway. I loved Swiss Family Robinson. When you are like stranded on an island,
The maroon trope.
you're making do, yes, with like all the things. I just love it. So I'm rewatching Lost and I play my Nintendo Switch while I watch it because Animal Crossing has become an addiction.
Because you are in your cozy gaming era.
I am. I was influenced by cozy influencers on Instagram, and I found these girls who are basically giving the gift to their inner child of being a kid again. So I do need to get one that's more aesthetically pleasing. I'm thinking about getting myself a light so I don't have to fight with my kids over our gaming system. I just think that if you can find a cool game like Animal Crossing, I Want Your Rex, that you can either watch a show while you're playing or do an audiobook, it is so fun. It's just like puzzling. It like stimulates your brain enough and it gets your hands busy, but my brain is always in my book.
Your game is so low stakes and your book is so high
Yeah,
stakes.
I like my games to be low stakes, but I want my books to be high stakes.
I did get the new iPhone 16 Pro, and not that there's anything wrong with this, but Kristen and I have been trying to make and record content here for over a year on my iPhone 11, and it just like wasn't hitting very well.
We basically used my phone for everything.
Yeah, poor Kristen's phone was like so full of storage because mine just like couldn't keep up, and so I have invested in an iPhone 16 Pro that I think will help us with creating even more and better content for you guys. And I'm very excited. I feel very lucky. It's so nice to have technology that is up to date. It's not essential, it's not necessary, but it is a treat for me.
So it's that time of year when I like to listen to a themed music. And
I'm sorry, don't you just sing all of your own?
Snow,
snow, snow.
I do love to, obviously I love to sing Christmas songs, but Kacey Musgraves has a very Kacey Christmas album. And there's even like a whole video that goes with the album, and Zooey Deschanel is in it, Troye Sivan, and Leon Bridges. These are three people that I love, and they all sing Christmas songs. Okay, bows.
This is the first year that I have decorated this room for Christmas, and I kind of went crazy, especially with the red bows. I got a frame TV for this room, and this is to encourage me to watch more shows, especially now that we're watching with our Patreon. And I have Santa on here. Kristen and I built Christmas Legos, and so I have this beautiful Lego wreath here, again, with the red bows, because I cannot help myself. I also scored this desk on Facebook Marketplace because I just needed a little situation for editing. So my laptop goes in the drawer, and then I pull it out to edit, and then I can look at our videos up here if I need to get like the full screen effect. Someday I want to put in like a full fireplace in this room, but for now, this is very functional, and I can't believe someone was just getting rid of this on Facebook Marketplace. Like, are you crazy? It's so cute. This year I got a big garland for the bookshelf. I think it's technically supposed to go on like a banister, but it's kind of the perfect length for this shelf. And then again, I went kind of red bow happy, and I got that little cranberry garland, little pops of red. They look so cute with these. I was gonna put red bows on these, but there was enough red bows. And then I also got a live Christmas tree for this room this year with a little, I don't know, box of ornaments from Target and another red bow. It's the red bow room this year. And we had just recently gotten these comfy chairs, so this just feels like the cozy spot where we spend all of our time. I feel like this room was born for Christmas. It was just born to be Christmassy.
Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, we love it when you do that. And if you want to join the motherfucking family on Patreon, we love our family so much. We would love to have you. We're having a blast with book to screen adaptations.
Let us know what you're obsessed with right now and any gaming recs, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye.